Scott Dixon, four-time champion.
Scott Dixon, the master!
He's the youngest driver ever to hold an international racing licence.
Scott was so confident about his driving.
What's the long-term aim?
Go to Ford, then hopefully IndyCars or something.
Yeah, I think I was 13 at the time, but being from a country that's very European-based, and most of my younger years was watching Formula One. I do, briefly remember, kind of the point of watching the Indianapolis 500 and just how I was sucked into how many cars had the possibility to win, the speeds they were doing, the different style of racing. To see that in that interview where that's where it started to trigger on that. It's kind of weird. I don't even really remember talking about that at that stage in my junior categories, but it's definitely very prominent there. And yeah, I did have it mapped out, so some kind of premonition there.
Totally focused and thinking about only racing. That's why I do it.
When I saw the accident again, I've seen Scott crash before, but obviously that was pretty horrific, situation. Your heart does stop, your stomach drops. I remember having the headphones on because in that moment, when Scott races, I can listen to everything that he's talking about and the engineers. And I heard the cackle, when the radio goes off. So in that moment, that was very scary. It was paramount to him to get out the car really quickly because he knew his mum, myself, the girls were watching that moment. And, some drivers, they'll sit there and they'll catch their breath because obviously going at 100 Gs in a crash, it's knocks the wind out of you. But
there's nothing left of the back. That sawed the engine in half.